Hello everyone, it is Susan here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am participating in Lorie's collage challenge. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to participate, but I'm so happy that I can again today. So thank you, Lorie. The collaboration is called Whoops. I have my window open. It's really windy out. Everything's going to blow away. Enchanted Bingo Collage Challenge. I will have Lorie's link below. Go on over and look in her description box and you'll find everybody's videos. And of course, watch Lorie's video as well and give them all some love. Okay, so in this challenge, you get to pick out 5 prompts that you have to use, and then you can use anything else that you want to add. And she supplies 75 prompts. You pick out 5 and you can never use them again. But okay, so the 5 that I picked out today, and I do it randomly, is something blue, a form, book page, handwritten text, a flower. Okay, so a flower is easy because I have flowers on here, I have flowers on here, on here, on here. So even if I don't use all this, I'm good with the flowers. The book page, I have several different colors and sizes of book page here, so that also is easy. Oh, and something blue, so I do have to put this fabric on here because that's my blue piece. Although this also has blue and is also a form. I had originally picked this doily out, this tea stain doily, to be my form. And then I found this cute little guy that somebody sent me in like 2013 or 15 or something like that. So I wanted to use him as well. So the blue and the form I've got covered. The handwritten text. I mean, it didn't say my handwritten text. So I have this little piece of ephemera with handwriting on it. And that's it. So I have something blue, a form, book page, handwritten text, and a flower. So I've also pulled out my happy box and we'll see what we're going to use from in here. At this point, I decided to speed up the video a little bit and do a voiceover. What you see me doing here is just trying to figure out where I'm going to place everything. Yeah, so I was really happy with that fabric on the bottom there, and I ended up just giving it a good tear. And I love it down there. I think it's perfect, and that is where it ends up. And the doily with that handwritten text and that little flower. So that's like the beginnings of a nice little cluster over there. And here I'm looking at the book page. I liked this piece because, yeah, I just thought it looked pretty with that blue font on it. Super pretty. And I do like to have layers on my collages. And I thought that this was a good way to start, is just to get this piece down. Just like I say, just one of the layers, you know, one of the layers. And I'm just folding the book over. So it's a traveler's notebook. It's one of the bigger ones. And I just wanted to get the crease into that paper. And I'm, again, just using my glue stick to get this fabric down. Easy peasy. Like, I don't care that all the edges are not glued down. I was happy with it, really, with the way that it looked. Just easy. Keep it easy. Keep it easy. Keep it simple, everybody. Yeah, so now I'm back over here. Like, see where that tea-dyed stain is on that doily? I'm like, I really didn't want to cover the whole thing up. So that's why I keep working with it over there. And I did like it with that flower card behind it. And yeah, so I figure it out. I do end up figuring it out. But I'm looking through my happy box right now just to see, what pieces I just might be able to use. And I took out those 3 pieces of fabric, a little bit of lace, and here we go. Let's see what I can use. That flower, that is a flower that I deconstructed. It was part of a flower that came, I don't know how to explain it. Well, it had multiple layers to it. I could actually take it apart and use it. So I did. I deconstructed it. And that's what that is. And yeah, so I'm just playing around. And, these fabrics, they just weren't cutting it. One was too big. One was too light. One was too dark. It just wasn't what I was looking for. When you do something like this, you work on a project like this, and it's like you just kind of know, right? You know when you have something that you like. So I ended up with this little piece right here of ribbon. And I liked it. I liked the texture of it. I liked the color of it. I thought it was perfect. So now I'm going to start getting this little area over here all glued down. And I kept the doily where it was and put the adhesive under it without actually moving it so that it stayed where I wanted it. And then to get this piece down, it's quite, well, it's not, it's a little thick, so I couldn't use the glue stick. So I ended up using my tacky glue. And then I will also use the tacky glue to get this handwritten text library card down. And I was super happy with the look of that. Now, so I'm just going to close the book again just to make sure everything is folded. And I'm like, it's too white. It's too clean. It's too white. I can't, So I took out my vintage photo and I just went around everything with it. And it wasn't neat and it wasn't perfect. And I love it. I just do. I just love it. I don't know. I just do. So I was much, much, much happier at this point with this page. And that big bee, I guess it's the bumblebee. I'm just going to tell you now, not to burst your bubble, but that does not end up on this page. It doesn't in the end. You'll see soon. So now I'm working on the right side of the page, just trying to get it all placed in a way that, that I like. And this book page, I love it. I just love it. I think it is the best addition to this whole spread. I really do. I just think it brings so much, I don't know. I want to say character. It brings just a lot of depth to the page. And I knew I wanted to use that flower, but I knew I needed something. I couldn't just put it on the page like that. So I cut a piece of that lace and I scrunched it just a little bit under that flower, and that's where it's going to end up. So I'm using Fabri-Tac for this, and I'm just placing it actually over, that's my parrot. I'm placing the Fabri-Tac over the lace and then pushing down the flower, and it all kind of melds together. Okay, that was really weird. I had to stop recording for a minute there and go and shut all of my windows in the house because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It just got dark and it's pouring all of a sudden and the wind is blowing like crazy. So I think that's what got my parrot going. Something he didn't like, so he's good now. All right, so let's get back to this collage. I ended up pulling out digitals from Shabby Dabby Doodah, And I ended up finding a couple I really liked a lot. And you'll see what they are. Like that one right there, I just love. And I also love the one that with that deep blue that's over to the left of the screen right now with the butterfly on it. But what I decided to do was put this word, it says heartfelt, down in this flower because the flower needed something. It couldn't stay like it was, right? It needed something in the middle, and the middle was still wet with glue. And I put it on there, I bent it over a little bit, and I love it. It came out really cute. So now I'm gonna work with these digitals and let's see what I can come up with. I cut that down to size, and I'm just trying to figure it out, right? I tried these butterflies down in the bottom right over here, and I just loved it. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. If I like it, I'm doing it. So that was easy. So that went down there. And I like that. And then I had the other half, so I'm like, well, all right, I'll put those up there. And it looked great. I mean, it was good. What really it ended up doing was just bringing in a different dark color. And I thought that brought a lot to this spread, because before that there was not a lot of color going on. So, yep, so I did decide on this darker blue piece. And I like that very much, so I was good with that. And let's see. Okay, I keep pressing everything down because, well, I just want to make sure that the glue is staying. And then I took the ink again and just went around because there were just some areas that just looked too white to me. So I don't know, I just go around the page and put it down. And then I'm like, well, in that very middle, the middle of the two pages, I'm like, okay, I need to have something there because it was just too white. It was too plain. It was too blah. And I loved this book page on there. And that's what I did. I ended up putting that there. I lifted up the doily to put it under there, and now I was like super happy. This is it. I love it. Let me know what you think. And Lorie, thank you so much for this challenge and this collab. And this was a lot of fun. This was the page that I did last time, was this one. And now we did this one. This all has to dry. It's still wet. So I'm just going to let it be and let it dry. And I will be back for this collab as soon as I can. Yep, I will, because I love it. I love it. All right, thank you all so much. Alrighty, bye-bye.